sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure that you're staying abreast of everything on our channel, and be sure to turn on your notifications so that you know when we post new videos.
To the Manifestation Made Simple series, or how to manifest anything now. Now, as we go through these particular slides, I want you to understand a couple of things. Number one, if you haven't already yet, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We are here to grow our high vibe tribe. So if you're new to us, you're going to learn a little bit more about who I am. But if you're new to the High Vibe Tribe and Legacy Holistic Health Institute, you want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button just like you were told, and you want to make sure that you exchange energy with us by liking and sharing the video. Now, the information that you're going to learn over these next 7 videos are going to teach you quite a bit about understanding how simple manifestation can be and how to consistently manifest anything that you desire in your life. And it'll also show you where you may be getting tripped up when it comes to manifesting or bringing certain things to fruition for you. Now, there are a few reminders that I want you to be aware of if you're not connected to the school. New videos are going to be posted on this channel in series form and in the playlist form or playlist format. So you want to make sure that you are actually, when you're looking for videos, very seldom will I do a standalone video. I usually teach things step by step and in series, the same as we do at Legacy. Many of the principles that you will see covered are covered in part here on the channel, but are covered in depth in many cases inside of Legacy Holistic Health Institute, or shared in some way inside of the courses there. Now, so you want to make sure that you're aware of when new videos come out by hitting the subscribe button and making sure that you have your notifications turned on. Sometimes YouTube doesn't always tell us when a new video comes out. So if you're not actively scrolling on YouTube and looking for it, you want to make sure you have the notifications turned on so that you can see the videos as soon as they come out and learn the series. If you don't already know yet, Cohort 32 is open. Cohort 32 is our national health coach training program, and you want to be a part of that program. If you are someone who needs health and wellness coaching for yourself and your family, you want to be a resource as a holistic health and spiritual person for your entire family, you want to make sure you learn more about the health coach training program. Our program is unique in that it not only specifically teaches about integrated nutrition, but it also teaches you a little bit more about the metaphysics and the energetics of food, as well as basic anatomy and physiology. Things that you need to actually be relevant, right? And disease management, relevant in today's health and wellness market. So be sure to check out Cohort 32 by contacting our admissions representatives. Sacred Wellness and Wealth is a retreat that Legacy typically will host once a year. There are several spaces available for those of you who are interested in connecting in community on a sacred land. And it's going to be December 18th through the 23rd of 2022. Now, if you're catching this video after that time, you definitely want to connect with us to see when the next Sacred Wellness and Wealth Immersion will happen. This is happening in Costa Rica. So you definitely want to be a part of this amazing initiative and get more information about it. The last thing is our Black Tie Commencement. Every year, we try to honor all of our graduates in front of their family, in front of their community, in front of their friends. And whether you're a graduate or whether you're someone who is part of our High Vibe Tribe, we want to celebrate health coaches coming into the marketplace with relevant knowledge with you. So take the opportunity to be a part of our Black Tie Commencement event that's happening November 4th and 5th. You'll get an opportunity to network with many of our students and graduates. You'll also get a chance to have a formal Black Tie dinner with me and with our team. So make sure you check that out. The links for all 3 of those events are going to be below. For those of you who are new to me, I want to take an opportunity to tell you a little bit about who I am. I am Dr. Angela Cudger. I am the founder of Legacy Holistic Health Institute, where we train holistic, healed, and high vibrational health coaches. We didn't invent health coaching, but baby, we certainly perfected it. If you are someone who knows that nutrition doesn't change everything, that we are made up of more than what we eat, you definitely want to check out the Health Coach Training Program. It's accredited, it is approved, and it is clinician founded. I am the founder. I'm also a master metaphysician. I am also a level 3 Reiki healer. In addition to being a medical provider with a career spanning over 20 years, I am also a prime and sub-federal contractor, which means we do holistic health and wellness for the federal government, y'all. So you definitely want to be a part and tap in to what we are doing. I'm both a serial entrepreneur as well as an NLP practitioner, timeline therapist, and a hypnotherapist as well. So now that you know a little bit more about me, I promise not to do a whole bunch of more of those introductions in the other videos, okay? So let's talk a little bit about why manifestation is important. Now, what we want to understand is that everything, every single thing that has to do with who we are is energy. That's all there is to it. And Einstein put it so well here. And match the frequency of the thing you're looking to attract, and it will happen. It has to happen. We're going to be going over in these next 7 videos the step-by-step process of how to begin to do that. Now, if you were able to watch some of this over on Facebook, some of this might be a review for you, but there's still several more videos here of the information that I did not share on Facebook. There are phases and levels to manifestation. Say it out loud, say it to yourself, write it down, but know that there are phases and levels to manifestation. And fruition, or bringing things through fruition, only happen in certain phases. So let's talk a little bit about what that looks like, okay? So when we're talking about phase 1, and the reason why manifestation is important, 2022 is the year for collaborations, for community and soul tribes, for togetherness, right? Co-creation. It is a 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2, making it a 6. The 6th year is all about relationships, collaborations, and coming together with others to create something long lasting. This is the year that most people are trying to manifest that, especially after the pandemic has opened a lot of things back up. Successful manifestation allows for you to be able to co-create with God those things that you're looking to manifest. The Lionsgate portal will also be opening and peaking on 8/8. So if you're catching this video in and around that time, you want to make sure you hone the skills of manifestation so that as you move through the Lionsgate portal, you are well equipped with how to actually manifest what it is you're looking for. Now, as we move through phase 1, let's really quickly look at some top areas of manifestation. The first top area has to do with your physical body. Everything that you see, everything that you are, who you are physically. Some things may have to do with your occupation or what you do for a living. Your purpose in the world is also sometimes tied to this as well. Financial manifestations is something that a lot of people have the most pressing need for: financial independence, financial growth in their finances, emotional support, social connection, spirituality or spiritual deepness, as well as environmental factors and their intellectual capacity. You want to make sure that you're looking at all these different areas of your life to determine where you are in terms of manifestation and which one of these are your priority areas and how you're going to choose to move through these areas and manifest what you're looking for. So let's talk a little bit about the phases to manifestation. For the purposes of this video, we're only going to be talking about phase 1, and that has to do with requesting. In the other videos, we're going to be covering phase 2 and 3, as well as levels 1, 2, and 3. Now, when we're looking at level 1, when we're looking at phase 1, we're talking all about how you make a request from the universe. We are talking about your thoughts that then go out to meet other thoughts that then you can supercharge with your words and then power up with your deeds or your actions. So in level 1, phase 1, and there is a video in this series that talks all about each of these levels. So you want to make sure you check those videos out. Now, in phase 1, the only thing that we're doing is getting clear on what we are requesting. Most people find it challenging to get exactly what they want because they're not clear. And so when it comes to choosing the thing that you want to manifest, your goal is to get your request correct the first time around. That is the goal of phase 1. Think of your ability to manifest as if you were someone who was sitting in a restaurant ordering a meal. This is my favorite analogy when it comes to manifestation. When you go to the restaurant, You don't think twice about whether or not there's food available. You don't think twice about whether or not someone's going to come and help you. You come to the restaurant with the assumption that you're going to choose exactly what you want to eat, and that thing is going to come out to your liking and to your satisfaction the first time around. And so, our goal when we're manifesting and when we're in phase one is to get crystal clear on the thing that we're looking to manifest. Okay. In many cases, people get what they don't want because they forgot to say, oh, I wanted fries with that. Or, oh, I wanted this on the side. Or, oh, I wanted mine prepared this specific way. When you are making your request to the universe, know that there is a supply for every demand. So when you make a request, it immediately puts a demand on the universe to then begin to fill that request. So you want to make sure that you are very specific about the thing that you want. You want to make sure that you understand your own vibration. You don't want to put in a request. You wouldn't go to a restaurant and put in a request for lobster at a place that only sells tacos, right? You wouldn't go to a restaurant that sells surf and turf and ask for a bowl of cereal, right? So you want to know what your vibration is and what your capacity is to be able to manifest the thing that you want. Yes, there may be some high and lofty things that we want, and we can have those things. There's no thing on the planet that you can't manifest or have. The universe just is there to serve you. However, your table, your body, your mind, everything about you must be able to hold the capacity of the thing that you have ordered. And that's very important. Some people will say, well, I didn't get what I asked for. And in many cases, they lacked the vibrational readiness and the capacity to hold that thing. When we lack the capacity and the vibrational readiness to host or hold the thing that we're looking for, we find it to be challenging in phase two and in phase three, and sometimes in level two, even of phase one, when we have to speak that thing into existence. If we find it challenging saying, I want $1 million in my account, right? Some people find it challenging saying that, even though it is something that is a deep desire of theirs, right? They find it challenging saying that because in some way they lack the vibrational readiness. They lack the capacity to be able to handle specifically the thing that they have asked for or the thing that they have thought of. Now, remember, our thoughts go out to meet other thoughts. We co-create and we collaborate already when we first start thinking when it comes to manifestation. And so you want to keep this in mind when you're thinking about what is it that I want to do? Who is it that I want to co-create with? How do I bring to fruition this thing that I've desired for so long? In many cases, when we're looking to manifest something, one of the last things that we think about is whether or not someone else is going to help us do it. In many cases, we think it's my baby, it's my dream, it's my thing. But we have to, in reality, we are part of a system, we're part of a process that our thought goes out to meet other people. And so we bring those thoughts together to co-create, in many cases, the thing that we wanted or the thing that we desire. When you go to a restaurant and you order something, there's already an expectation that there's a team of people there to serve you. And so when we're looking to manifest something or put a request out to the universe, we must think or remember this same principle. Make your request clear and keep it very, very simple. Don't confuse the team in the back that's getting your order ready, right? We're always, always, always making requests. Everyone, everywhere, it's always putting out thoughts of concerning things that they desire, and your requests are valid and you are no different. So when you encounter people who are not in alignment with what you're doing or who are on a different wavelength or on a different path, you don't have to feel any kind of way about who they are or what their ability is, or there's no space for judging or comparing ourselves to someone else. Everyone is on their own path, and we are all of us, always requesting things from the universe. So keep that in mind when you see what someone else has manifested or what someone else has co-created, okay? Now, You want to make sure that you influence the planet with your co-creation and with everything that you're doing. And this starts with the law of vibration that you see printed here on the slides. Now, let's talk a little bit about the rules governing manifestation, because these rules are they're unheard of, but they're very, very clear and concise. The first thing you have to understand is that every phase has a start and a stop, right? When you start phase one, your goal is to get the request straight and send the thought out to meet other thoughts. Then you want to begin to supercharge it with your words. And we'll talk about how to do that within level two and three. And then in level three, you're going to move forward with doing what you need to do and take these inspired, actionable steps. Every phase has three levels. You want to keep that in mind as well. We can only be in one phase at a time. There's no way that you can be in phase one in the requesting phase and getting clear on what you want, and then in phase two, beginning to move into receiving. There's no way for you to be able to put in an order while they're at the same time handing you that order, right? There has to be some time between preparing that order and you getting ready to then receive the thing that you've looked to manifest. You want to make sure that you understand that thoughts flow in one direction, they go out to meet other thoughts. So we have to make sure that our mind stays clear in terms of our thought process after we've put in our request to the universe. We want to make sure that we understand that matter starts to shift in phase two. So if you haven't gotten clear on what you want in phase one, don't even look for it to show up in phase two. The goal is to be completely clear on the thing that you're looking to manifest and how you have requested that thing from the universe. All actions, every single one of them, are ordered steps. So if you get a hunch to do something, follow it. If you get a hunch to start something, go for it, right? Thoughts must equal your words. Can't think in one direction and then speak in the opposite or uninspired direction. Everything that we think and everything that we say must flow in one direction in order for us to move into phase two, where we know that things come into fruition. We want to make sure that we understand that we need to always stay curious. Ask questions about what is going on. What else should I be doing? I wonder if I could do this. I wonder if I should try that. Always stay curious when it comes to the thing that you want to manifest. Let's talk real quick about some things we know we should avoid. When we're looking to manifest, there are a few things you should avoid like the plague. And the first thing is complaining, blaming, or shaming. Whether it is energetically directed at ourselves or whether it is energetically directed at other people. Remember, we want our thoughts, our words, our deeds to flow unidirectional in one direction towards positive vibrational energy. Okay. And so we want to avoid any negative responses or things that make us respond negatively. We want to avoid any negative energy. We want to avoid anything that creates a bidirectional flow of our thoughts or feeling like it's something that won't happen for us. We also want to avoid poor eating habits and poor self-care habits. We want to make sure that when we're looking to manifest something, we look and we feel our absolute best. That is so important to calling in what you want. It's also important to keeping the mind clear and the thoughts flowing in one direction. And so, any situation that cultivates resistance in your aura, you want to make sure you exit that space as soon as you possibly can. Try not to have excessive conversations about what your intentions are. As soon as you know that you are clear on the thing you want to manifest, you actually want to get super quiet about the thing that you want to bring to pass. Shh, get really quiet. Have as few conversations about it as possible. Remember, your thoughts and your requests went out to meet exactly the people that you were supposed to meet. And because of that, you will align with the right people to have the right conversations with at the right time. You do not have to tell every single body, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's just not necessary. Be very, very quiet about your manifestations and the things that you're looking to create with others. Okay. Try to avoid lower vibrational situations and people. Okay. You know how this feels. You know when you're around somebody and your energy begins to shift, you want to make sure you exit their presence as quickly as you can. Now, before we hop off and end this video, there are a few things you want to be able to do when you're writing out or when you're preparing your request. All of the words that you use must be specific to ownership of the thing that you want to manifest before you receive it, if possible. And so this particular list is not an exhaustive list, but it is a list that is a great way to get started when you're putting in your request. You can say things like I am, I deserve, I desire, I confirm, I request, I align with, or I now align with. My truth is, or you could say something like, my current truth is this, right? And then you make your request. I agree that today I affirm that I can receive here and now this thing. I will, I now have, I allow, I require, I now vibrate at the level that includes this, and this request, right? I am in the flow of this particular request. And so in the comments below, take the opportunity to write out the top 3 affirmative statements you know that you can use that will allow you to then put in your request to the universe for your specific desires. Now, after you've watched this video, make sure you take the opportunity to watch some of our other videos in this series. Remember, there are 7 videos in this series. Check all the links below so that you can get the other videos as well as the links to the school and some other things that we have going on.